Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fast and Loose Internet Talk Show. This is the title screen. I have prepared no topics. Real quick, before my guests introduce themselves, I'm going to play our theme song, which is whatever the number one staff pick on Epidemic Sound is for that day. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the theme song. Oh.
Tell me what it is. What you want from me? What you want from me? Tell me what it is, don't tell me what it ain't. They try to throw salt, it just made the pressure raise. Going through a phase, gotta get myself out it. Don't talk about it, boy, they said you gotta be about it. So I be trying to face the world head on. Front seat riding, cruising down the meadows.
Cool, Fast and Loose Internet Talk Show.
Damn!
That song buried the lead. It got good.
We got a good theme song.
Yeah, it
this
did.
week.
He kind of was. He was falling asleep a little bit in the beginning, and then shit.
Yeah.
But he led us astray purposely.
We had a good theme song this month. I haven't prepared any topics. The guests are Brandon Jones, Jessica, Lynn Verdi. Every time. Why isn't it Verdi?
Jess.
Jess, JLV. We're going JLV. Make
You
it
don't
happen.
get
JLV.
Joel.
Like Robert Downey Jr.
Well, no, JVN. Jonathan Van Ness.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas, JTT.
I was
JTT.
totally thinking of Jonathan Taylor.
I saw Jonathan Taylor Thomas at a Blockbuster.
I think we
And
found
Don
our
Casanova.
topic for tonight. Hi, Don. How you doing?
And Don Casanova.
Nice to be
Don
here.
Casanova, everybody.
Thank you.
Don Casanova.
Thank you.
Did anyone submit questions? So wait, we haven't.
Oh
introduced
yeah,
Don.
I should pull those up.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
Straight from the Patreon feed.
It's Fast and Loose, baby.
not
I told them I wouldn't
so-
read these bastards.
Fast and loose.
Those of you that are podcast listeners, I have a pizza party hat on thanks to
Yep.
filter background or filter that
It's-
Sam provides.
It's
staying
wonderful.
on really good. Yeah.
It's really, really, and I'm trying to wiggle it off.
Damn it.
I'm a goddamn cartoon now.
VTuber Ian Hink.
So good.
Ooh.
It's so weird looking. My mouth.
Welcome
Do
to
this.
Giggling at Filters.
Oh wow, it works.
Wait, ew.
That's the other way. Yeah.
No,
Ian,
some
it's
of
mirrored.
them do that.
It's mirrored,
Some of them
yeah,
do
that's
that. They
true.
like hook around, right?
That is true. Yeah.
Ian, blink one eye and look cross-eyed with the other and go like this.
Okay.
And be Belle Delphine.
Oh, okay.
Do my
Yeah.
eyes cross?
No, just close one eye. Yeah.
It doesn't register that my eye is closed.
It does look like you're having a problem though, so it's registering something.
Wow.
Who's Belle Delphine? This actually looks pretty good.
It's good.
It does. That's wild.
It works fairly well.
Yeah, it does. It's unnerving.
It's staying on better than that pizza. And I think there's extra cheese. It's hard to tell from
Don's
here,
got some
but-
sort of city filter going on, which
Yeah.
Yes. What do you think?
is really impressive. I like it.
Damn, we got 74 comments for this, and I have read none of them.
How many of them are Jessica's great? Because I literally told people this is your
Nice.
opportunity to ask why I'm awesome.
I
Read
just saw
those.
one that says top or bottom. I'm a switch or a verse top. Do any of you even know what that question means?
It could mean a lot of things. I mean, can I just
It
say
means-
top, just assuming what I think it means?
I would assume you're a top.
Cool. Then all is well. Off to a good start.
I don't understand this question at all.
Yeah,
This
it's
seems
complex.
Like the person on
extremely
top of
limited.
you? Do you like the
Extremely
person
limited.
on top of you, or do you like the person underneath you?
Oh, I thought we were talking about tennis video games. That's got it.
Extremely limited.
That's part of it, Jess, but not really. Ow.
Well, it's a personality, right?
People will.
Why don't you illuminate
report
us?
that you want to know what top and bottom means?
Yes, I clearly misunderstood it.
Well, no, you were close. I mean, it's kind of a sex thing, but like, in the LGBTQ community, it also is like a person, like people attribute personality to it, but really it's just like a sex thing.
Are you going to be Rapunzel like this whole time?
I don't know until I change it. Top means you. The easiest way to say it is top means you like to give, and bottom means you receive. Basically,
Which you ascribe to a personality.
I like to be in
I
charge.
don't necessarily,
Damn it.
but I think it's kind of like half joking that people do.
Like, are you taking it or do you give it?
Whoa.
I mean, it's not just about dicks.
You could take it and give it if two women are having sex.
That's
I
what
tell
I'm
you,
saying.
with this Patreon, I just feel like I'm giving and giving and giving all the time.
We're all tops here on.
You're a top. Yeah.
But in reality, you're just taking it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Man, we got a lot of good
March
questions.
Of 2020, I'm taking it for sure.
Jeez.
Oh, boy.
Brutal.
Dude, just like that number, just sliding down all year. I mean, I know it's COVID.
Oh, I
And-
thought you were
and-
talking about the questions.
And the
Right.
betrayal.
Yeah, there's only 60
I'll just
questions
throw these
now. I don't know why.
questions in
They've gotten
randomly.
less. Patreon likes to delete them, so.
They do. It does. I suppose I should attribute. That was from Lincoln, the top or bottom question.
Thank you, Lincoln.
Good question.
Or maybe they were just asking about Zoom, in which case Jones and I are on the top, and Dawn and Jess are on the bottom.
Every time Jess winks, the pizza drops down.
Thank you, Don, right? Why is it
Do it again. Do
doing
it again. Why is it tied to your eye? It must.
that? I don't know.
I imagine.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Hold on.
I imagine it's easier for the app to track eyes.
Yeah,
and then it just averages the height of a forehead.
Yeah. I imagine
Because
everything
tracking
is
your
tied to the
hair would
eyes.
be like nearly impossible.
Well, also hairline, like what is it? Who cares? Like if you're wearing a hat or something, you wouldn't care if the hat was higher or less. But if there was some filter going around your eyeballs, that would need to be very exact.
Right. I'm in love with this CG filter, by the way. This is me now.
It's so
Yeah.
clean.
My eyebrows
It
look
looks so good.
fantastic.
Honestly, Ian,
can
you
you-
should VTube as her.
It
I
looks incredible.
really
You
should.
need to get Omar in. I need to see what Omar looks like on this filter
Oh my
as
god,
well.
hang on. That is a great idea.
Thank you so much for sending in your questions and being a patron.
They knew I was
but
only
it
gonna
doesn't-
take one
but
or
it
two.
doesn't matter.
Hang on, I'm gonna go get Omar.
Yes.
Special guest.
I am so enamored with the fact that it's bouncing the pizza.
So Dawn, having kids, am I right?
True.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very
What
true,
Omar looks like.
Jones.
Wow.
It's
Intense.
real.
Here we
It
go.
doesn't
Here
get
we
any
go.
realer. Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
I love you.
It's so good.
For our listeners,
Thank you so much.
describe him, guys.
Oh, he looks.
He looks like the cutest Viking I've ever seen.
I also forgot I was wearing
Yeah,
these
the
tiny
smoothest,
little shorts.
pinkest cheeks that we've ever seen on a Viking.
I'm wearing just little shorts because Bender peed on my PJ pants. He's been having some toilet problems lately.
Oh, Bender. You know what? Really, it's the Sims mostly. It's really Sim face.
It
I
looks
think.
very Simsy.
Yeah.
The
Give
mouse
us some
tracking is
Simlish.
okay.
Yeah.
Glabu gabu. I used to know actual Simsless phrases because
I met the guy who worked on that, who wrote Simlish.
Really.
Stephen Kieran.
Stephen Kieran. And they like made him re-audition. They were like, "So we're working on a new game. Can you re-audition for it?" And he was like, "No.
Good, smart.
If you want to hire me, great. But if you want me to prove that I can do the thing I created,
He like wrote it, and they were like,
And it's such a strange behavior for Electronic Arts. I was surprised.
"Yeah, I'm very surprised they would
what?
do something like that."
What did they do?
Anytime Sophia wants to bother me, she puts on the. Well, she does it because she thinks it annoys me, but I'm totally fine with it. But she plays that Katy Perry Simslish. She sang one of her songs in Simslish.
She did.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And it is.
It's Friday night. Yeah,
Yeah, dooba dooba gabadoo, scuba deeba babadoo. It's unhinged. It is so.
What am I-
It's so right. It's
Yeah.
so right.
Yeah, it works.
One of my favorite things, Ian, because my buddy Todd got way into The Sims for a while. The original Sims. He got like all the DLC packs. And I remember I came over to his house one day and I was like, "Well, dude, what's going on in Sims Land?" He's like, "I'm doing commercials." And he's like, "Watch this." And he like went into the studio and was just like, "Gaboo," and then like went in and like put the headphones on. And like the guy in the mixer like waved his hand and he was like, okay. And he's like, do baba see go weembo. You know, and then like walked out. And I was like, good commercial, bro. Good commercial. He's working jingles.
I'd buy that. Yeah. Where can I get that?
It's pretty good. It was like Sims Go to Work or something. It was like their the focus on new jobs. And one of them was like a recording artist.
I eventually, so I started playing Sims 4 during the pandemic, and because I have a computer now, so I can do those things. Mm-hmm. And then I did all the mods to add sex, and then got bored.
Because that's like going to the moon. What do you do next? You know,
exactly. It was like, well, I've seen all the positions, and we're good here.
That's like something teenage me would have done.
Why wouldn't adult you do it?
I just don't care anymore.
But sex is okay. Anyway, I did go into a whole for like 2 weeks of a thing called 3DX chat, where you would like have an avatar and like, oh, do you want to hang out and make out, and like you like other people's avatars. Yeah, it was interesting. Hey. Loneliness will do that too.
In VR or in
Sims?
You could it's an actual like world that someone built online.
Oh,
because I just got a Quest 2, so I could hop in.
You could.
I have a Quest 2. Ian, do you want to have virtual sex later? Let's just try it
out. Yeah,
let's do it after. Yeah.
Ooh, like that episode of Black Mirror.
The best episode. Second to Junipero.
Yeah, San Junipero is the best. Striking Vipers, pretty fun. Like two dudes like
the names.
Like
very masculine men.
Very masculine dudes like fall in love in this fighting game because they just keep banging each other.
It's so great. It's so great.
But then they like tried in real life. We're spoiling the whole episode. Never mind.
Whoa.
Yeah, we can't.
I might not have seen that one. Was that one of the later
ones? I was going to say, I can't believe I haven't seen that one.
I think it's the latest season.
It's the first episode in the latest season, and it's fantastic. Who's the guy who played Hawk, who's now Captain America?
Chris Evans?
Nope.
Oh, no.
Mackie?
Yeah, Anthony Mackie, yeah.
No. Oh, yeah, what's his name?
Anthony Mackie.
Great, that's him. And then Miss Dr. Manhattan in the most recent.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just gonna look it up.
I remember their names, but then I forget them, so I don't try anymore.
Not to be a nerd, I don't think he's technically Captain America. I think he's still Falcon, but he's got the shield.
He's got the shield.
It remains to be seen in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because like they're both handling that. I think the government's going to be like, Captain America can give you this, but technically it's our property because of the Sokovia Accords, like blah blah blah. So who knows?
Who knows? Can we just turn this into a WandaVision podcast right now?
Don't tempt me. Ben and I are rewatching MCU right now, so
oh yeah,
I could talk about all of it. Just watch Captain America, actually.
Wait, there's a show on NBC just called Keenan?
Yeah. They're going all in on Keenan right now.
Raising two kids is a 3-man job. And it's just called Keenan. Hey, wait, that's Don Johnson. Dakota Johnson's dad.
He's also the racist in The Watchmen.
Right.
Who's he playing Keenan?
I don't know. He's putting his chin on Keenan's shoulder very fondly, so maybe they're friends. He's in Knives Out, too, and he hands the plate over to, what's her name, Marta?
I've never seen it.
Ana de Armas. Yeah. And apparently that was like an ad-lib, and they just went with it, and it's perfect. It's pitch perfect.
Oh, nice.
Because he's just, like, playing this, like, out-of-touch, like, waspy, like, kind of racist dude. It's great. Dude, Knives Out is great. Well. You should see Knives Out.
I will eventually.
I love movies like that. I'm excited for Murder on the Nile. I hope it's better than Murder on the Orient Express.
Is Brana directing it again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Then don't expect it to be.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Brana's like definitely.
He's been out of touch for some time.
He's kind of lost his edge. I think.
I don't know that he ever had one, but
his Much Ado About Nothing is cute. It's cute.
Is that edgy though?
Yeah, he did Dead Again, didn't he? Was he just in that, or did he direct that too?
Edgy stuff.
Dead Again rules.
Before I cancel myself, pull some more questions.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Scrolling randomly. Would you kindly swap 2x video game characters? Which game, which characters?
2x video game? What does that mean?
So swap a game character. Swap two game characters from each other's games into like take Ellie out of Last of Us and put her into Super Mario.
Got it.
World. And Mario is in Last of Us 2. That would be funny.
Yeah, Doom guy and Crash Bandicoot.
Oh shit.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot in Doom World would be fun, I think.
He's just like spinning.
It would totally work. You could traverse the world pretty well.
Doom would have to. It would have to go third person though, because
you'd need a grappling hook. I guess that's like the one thing he doesn't have.
Oh,
I agree.
Tornado spin.
What do I want? I don't know.
This is a good question. I like this. Yeah, I think Jones had a good one because he thought of like characters that do interesting stuff. So like. It's like Chell from Portal with a portal gun swapped with like... Oh, what if she's in like a 2D world? That would suck for her. Swapped with like... I don't know. All I can think of right now is Samus.
All I was thinking of was swapping out... Yeah. I'm disappointed that Capcom Universe or whatever game that was called, where remember you're supposed to be able to be like Street Fighter characters in Mega Man and stuff like that. Do you remember
that'd be good.
No.
It was like almost complete. It was going to be like a Mario Maker, but for Mega Man, basically. But they had a bunch of other Capcom characters in it, and you could play a bunch of different like players. I think you could play the little Ghouls and Ghosts guy in Mega Man levels.
Wait, I got it.
I think it was called Capcom Universe.
I got it.
Okay,
Arthur Morgan... Right?
Okay.
From Red Dead Redemption 2, swapped with Parappa the Rapper.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Parappa just like
Parappa and Red Dead, yeah.
Trying to hold his own against Dutch and stuff.
Doing the 5-finger layer.
But it's like,
what about
the cover's like, this isn't fair. You're two-dimensional.
What about Luigi in The Witcher?
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Would he have Yoshi instead of like a regular horse, or would it just be Luigi? Like on a okay.
Or maybe, I guess you can't switch two characters.
Right,
you would have to figure it all out.
Which one is it? Media, or which is the game with the two? You have the simultaneous worlds, the spooky game.
Medium.
Medium, yeah. So Luigi and Medium would be.
Ooh,
that'd be really good.
Wow. Would he be like from like?
Yeah, from Luigi's Mansion.
For sure.
It's not even doing anything. It's giant like Silent Hill monsters coming at him. Just like.
I think that's the trick, though.
It's
You take like innocent, nice things and put them into Silent Hill or Layers of Fear and stuff. What's your favorite clothing brand?
Right now, it's Madewell.
Oh yeah, Madewell's cool.
Also, Ann Taylor Loft.
Which one?
Ann Taylor Loft.
Oh,
I guess Ann Taylor. But for like, I'm gonna book a job clothing. like I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Bombas socks.
I just bought my first pair of Bombas.
Those are
They're
really,
so comfortable.
Really comfortable.
Merino wool, dude.
Yeah.
Are they?
They're just great. They're just really, really comfortable. Comfy socks go a long way.
Yes.
That's a big deal. I get like depressed, after like a year when like socks that used to be so great, you're just like, because one thing if like a shirt goes out of style, but sock's a sock. It's like I'm not gonna. This white sock's better than this other white sock, but like they just don't feel as good after a while. So.
Did you hear that Gen Z is trying to cancel tight jeans?
Good luck. It's like trying to cancel pizza. It's like isn't that...
It's like they were. I mean, like no shade on Gen Z, and if they do it, fine. But like, they're all about baggy jeans now, and I'm like, they didn't live through the Jinkos thing in the '90s like we all did. Like I had Jinkos.
That was like the extremist version of baggy jeans, though.
They were dumb.
Wait, why do they want to cancel them? They just want to.
I don't know. I'm not privy to that information.
Like people I hate how that person looks in those. Then I have a problem going out now.
I think maybe if I were to guess, it's just because of COVID, maybe, and like we don't have to suffer through uncomfortable clothes anymore. Maybe that's it. I don't know. That's a guess.
I think I feel better when I'm restricted. But that's
interesting. I could see like trying to make clothing happen, but like trying to cancel clothing is interesting. Do you just like take them off people? Is that what like? Do you not?
Or like I'm
Throw paint
because I'm
on
wearing.
them.
Yeah.
No, well, cancel is the wrong word, but just like push out of vogue. Tight jeans. I don't know.
Well, no, we're 100% back in this 90s, like baggy.
We're going
mom
90s,
jeans
yeah.
phase and like
It's
crop
cyclical.
tops. Like, it didn't look good on me then. It's not going to look good on me now. And go for it, 20-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the thing I realized is like, we're all just like mom age now anyway. So like, we just have to embrace that.
This isn't about us. Yeah, their style is not.
I'm like, you know what? You're 19.
You're right.
You do what you want. Dress like Euphoria. I am jealous. I appreciate you. Euphoria, great show. I like Levi's, I guess, still. Don, what's your favorite clothing brand?
I don't know about clothing, but I'm pretty fond of that little Lacoste alligator. Is that how you pronounce it?
Just the little alligator itself?
Just the emblem. I like how they put that there.
Consistent.
Yeah. Something you can count on.
Yeah.
Something you can count on.
That'll survive the apocalypse, It's like
those little alligators are going to be crawling out of the sewers after this place gets scorched.
Daniel Schwartz wants to know if we prefer Legends of the Hidden Temple or Guts.
Ow.
I'd say Legends of the Hidden Temple. How did Guts end? Like, what was the finale?
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Legends of the Hidden Temple saw so few winners.
Yeah, because there's so much disappointment.
It's hard to enjoy.
Oh, I loved the fail.
Well, but it's like I've committed 30 minutes of my life, which is a lot of time when you're a child, relatively, to watch this child waste their opportunity to be on TV and jump across a river. In Guts, you're always going to have someone win, and you're going to have a success story.
I mean, first, the Double Dare destroys both of these things, like, combined.
Yeah.
But
you're totally right.
You imagine, like, how many uncomfortable rides home there were after Hidden Temple, where it's like, I didn't know, I couldn't see it, and the guy off camera was yelling at me, and like, Billy, it's okay, you did a good job.
But they also get fucking attacked.
Then the episode airs,
the thing.
and they're just,
Legends of the Hidden Temple is like, it's depraved.
Ambush.
I would shit my pants.
Those kids have genuine terror on they're screaming.
I guess there's a Jedi Temple show.
Yeah, with Ahmed Best.
Really? Yeah.
What? Wow.
It's a YouTube show, but Disney
Kids training to be Jedi.
Yeah, and then
they do that at the parks. They have the Jedi Academy. It's so cute. They have like a whole show, and the little kids like use their force powers to push back Darth Vader and stuff. It's the cutest thing.
The one girl like bowed to Vader and was like, "No, I'm signing up."
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's not what you're supposed to do.
I love it. I love it, dude. These kids.
I saw some great performances of that where like it was clear the guy was doing the jokes for the parents and not the kids. Like he was like chastising them, but really subtly. Like the kids were just like having a great time. And he's like, that's not at all the choreography we trained, but good job. Like
that's some Minnesota Nice right there. I love that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You got to berate people without them knowing it. That's the trick.
I've gotten ragged on twice by the same Jurassic Park ranger at Universal Studios, and let me tell you, it made me feel things. It was great.
What kind of things?
Me like shit, and it was great.
So you're a bottom then. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what we in the biz call a callback.
Well done.
You only get one more of those. You only get one more at the very end of the episode.
Yep.
But you can't.
Or then it's ridiculous. What's the Kristen Shaw is a horse? Kristen Shaw is a horse.
Yeah.
What is that from?
I understood that reference. It's a good Kristen Shaw bit.
Is she oversaturated? Are we oversaturated on Kristen Shaw?
No, because she hasn't got a big book yet. Like a really big one, Like she's still kind of a darling. She's still kind of doing fun things.
Sure.
But
that's a good point. But there was like a stretch of a year where she was every voice on TV, every quirky character. It's like they couldn't find
She's
another
in like
person
30
to do.
cartoons.
cartoons.
But
Yeah.
she was, yeah, it's true though, Jones. She hasn't been in like blockbuster. Has she been in anything like AAA scale? I'm trying to remember. What was
The
biggest...
Last Man on Earth, I think, was like her biggest, because it was just two of them, as far as I
Series
can tell from the
regular, yeah.
advertising.
It wasn't just the two of them.
Oh, but
But she's like
they
the
were the two
main,
leads.
main female character.
She's the female. Yeah, she's the love interest.
Even that, she needs to be in a Godzilla or something like that before I'll get burnt out. You know.
Or like the new Cloverfield.
Is
But the-
Godzilla where careers go to die? Because like, the girl from Stranger Things, like she did that, and then I haven't seen
Oh,
her
yeah.
since.
Which one?
She
Eleven.
did a Sherlock Holmes kid
Oh, yeah, Enola
show on
Holmes,
Netflix.
yeah.
And
Netflix is all on it. That girl ain't. She's not
No,
going
she'll be
anywhere.
fine.
She
No,
is
she's
going to be
doing
getting an Oscar in 3 years.
I was just
Yeah,
kidding.
probably.
She was fine. I wonder if she's
You heard
like
it here.
chill to work with.
She
Millie
seems
Bobby
nice in
Brown.
interviews and
Millie
stuff.
Bobby Brown, that's her name.
She's so
Millie
young.
Bobby
Who can say
Brown.
what, like youth and this business?
I just want everyone to be like, the story I want to hear about everybody is just like, yeah, they're really nice in real life. Like they're super chill. Like Paul Bettany. Just like really chill dude. Like sweet, okay. Awesome.
I believe that.
Oh, he's nice. Yeah, he's cool.
Then there's the problem though too. Like someone's like, "Oh, I had a fucking bad run-in with Sarah Michelle Gellar," and they just saw her on a bad day. And
That-
I'm obviously not talking about anything. I'm like being non-specific or
What did Sarah Michelle Gellar do to you?
exactly a lot.
A lot. What didn't she do?
She says
Yeah.
she in the pandemic she made a video called banana pudding. She called it banana pudding or banana bread,
Banana.
and I had a problem with that.
Yeah, canceled.
Banana.
Get out of here.
But she said it several times. Like, why?
Here's the deal. For those of us who enjoy intentionally destroying the English language, lot less latitude for silly hijinks with pronunciation these days. You know? Like, you can't just say potato for fun as an American.
Really?
Without people thinking you did it wrong.
Topics today.
Really crack it down.
They're really cracking down on saying potato as an American. What do you have there? Yarn? What is that?
No, this
Oh,
is
it's
what
a
I play
tape
with the
measure.
cats. It's a
What if I
It's working.
I
Man.
told you I have
Oh.
what the hell is this called?
Oh
Tape
my
measuring
gosh.
tape.
Measuring tape. Measuring tape.
I have someone. I have one around here too. The
How big
exact
is my
same.
head? Jess, how big is your head? With headphones on.
Oh, I don't have headphones on. Sorry. Probably gonna f up your sound of me.
Oh, I don't care.
Ow!
Let me,
Ow! Ow!
let me measure it without. Jonesy, do you have a tape measure around?
Not on me. I don't. I have a stretchy exercise band. That's about it.
Wrap it around your head, Jones. I
Alright.
can't find my tape measure.
24.
22 and a half. You have a big head, dude.
I got a big ass head.
Dang it!
Ooh,
I
look at
can't
this.
find it. Oh,
I got
nice,
like bedroom
Jones.
hair now.
I can't find my tape measure.
Oh, your hair
So-
looks good, Ian.
Jones, you're beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Look at that.
Oh.
This is
I'm
actually what I
using-
wear
I'm-
when I go to war. So
He said, "Yeah, thanks."
there's nothing
It
beautiful
looks
about
good.
war.
I'm gonna stay with this
That's
filter
true.
like forever. I love it.
What is it? What do you? What? How do I? How
Snap.
do I become as beautiful
Snap
as
camera.
you? It's just snap camera.
Jess is using it too.
No, I'm not.
Oh, she just naturally has that pizza.
She's just bouncing.
No,
pieces
it's
on her head.
it's now a new Zoom feature.
Oh, really?
What? I too can have a pizza.
And what can
Pizzas
I
for all. Can I be a
Choose
CG
video
lady
filter.
and pizza?
Tell
Oh
me
my
if there's
goodness,
a-
they do have. Oh my goodness.
Where is
There
this?
it is.
Where?
Anything- Tell
Where?
me if
There
it
there's
is, I got
anything
my
good
own
in there.
pizza.
Tell me if there's anything good in there.
Where is it?
Yeah, I can
Video
have a little
filter?
hat.
There's virtual backgrounds or virtual
Huh?
pictures or something like
I
that.
think I crashed.
Oh, I can
Zoom.
wear a mask. Look,
I'm
it's a
happy.
pandemic joke.
I crashed Zoom.
It's
Everybody
like
loves
you're
those
killing.
pandemic jokes.
You're killing
Oh,
it,
there it is.
Jones.
It's fine. It's better. Background.
it's so
Look,
real.
I'm loading. It's a video game joke.
It's so good,
I get
Jones.
it.
Look, there's a bird. There's I have a parakeet now.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, here's.
I got the
here's
deal
this
with the
one.
glasses.
Yeah, there we go. This is me for the rest of.
This is good.
Or I could do the 3D glasses. That's good. Oh no, the VR. Look. Oh wait. Yeah, I guess that's VR. It's good.
I'll put a pizza out of solidarity.
Oh,
Oh.
I have a headband on now. You think I'm French now? Just wait until I have my beret on.
Wee wee.
Damn.
This is fun.
And then the
This
deal
is
with it,
really
the deal with
funny.
the deal with it shades. This is really good.
Yo, this is the Fast and Loose Internet Talk Show. Anything goes.
This is really good.
Oh,
Jones the movie.
how do I turn it off?
Speaking of WandaVision, hey, what's up,
Oh,
TV
you're-
reference land?
you're a TV.
All right,
Woo!
done with that. Get out of here. Ian has a filter on a filter. That's not fair.
I have the technology, you know? What happens if I put hair up here? Oh, gorge. Don, that's Don in his natural habitat with a television frame.
Also got this too. I can just rock
Oh
this
my
for the rest of
gosh.
it.
Oh, yeah.
That one looks good.
Got the ski mask.
Sheldon asks aggressively.
Go to the next question.
It says aggressively. And whose fault is that?
See, that's the kind of that's the kind of submission I want. I blame Don.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility for that.
Okay, it was Don.
Yeah, if you could grab questions like improv suggestions, you know.
Sure. Well, Stephen Beaumont asks, how many?
1, 2, 3,
4, 5. Yeah,
5. 5
That's-
lollipops.
that's my life now. How many is my life now? It's
Oh, yeah?
reading books to my child.
Yeah,
and-
what kind of-
How
What
many
kind of
things
books,
are there?
what kind of books and stuff you reading to the child at this time?
You know what? It's up to him. You know what's really funny because has a massive library, and I love how some people are so some writers of books are so optimistic about how many words they can fit on one page. And if we get a new book, or if he's just like, hey, let's read this, and I'm like, all right, and I'll flip to the first page, and there's 2 paragraphs. It's like, no way, there's no way. I'll be like, all right, the bunny went through the field and thought, hey, I want to look like those pink flowers, and then Milo's like, no, we're done. Next page.
Yeah, we've
I'm over
achieved
this
what
book.
this page is here to tell us.
I also love that Milo won't necessarily be sure. He's like, oh yeah, this one. Should we read this? And he'll look at the first page and be like, nah, this one sucks. It's like, I love these get really hard opinions.
So wait, does he speak
Once
now?
He's just starting to work on it. He said we'll say, hey, say this, and so if we say say the word cat, he'll be like ca, and that's about all he can muster right now. But
What was his first word?
wow, I think, but I don't know if you know. He doesn't know what it meant. But that was
He
the first
doesn't
thing that we
know.
said. That was more than one sound. You know, I was like, oh wow, and he went, oh wow,
Wow.
and then just like children do, stopped doing that.
Yeah.
It's
Does that have a diphthong in it?
Over it.
Wow. Not really. That's a complex one.
yeah.
It's mom upside down.
I like the child prep to say something. You're like, hey, can you say this? And he goes it's just like he's about to jump out of an airplane. Just here we go. Okay.
His little brain.
Cat. Right, you did it, buddy. Good job.
You got 2/3 of the way there, bud.
You nailed it.
You put your chute out right before you hit the ground. Ian Alexander wants to know if we have any ideas for a fast and loose D&D one-shot. They're planning a huge campaign. It's a ton of work, but a 3-hour session with a simple goal in mind can be fun.
Oh, wait. So we're going to
think-
be doing this, or we just have
We're
an
not
idea
doing that.
for Ian to do this?
That's far too structured, but I think they were asking for, well, what they're going to get out of us is we're going to give them a suggestion for a one-shot.
Like Looney Tunes. So it's like
A
Who Framed
Looney
Roger
Tunes-
Rabbit, like cartoon rules.
Shit,
So
yes.
you can pull a big mallet out of your pocket, and you can do all that crazy
sounds
stuff.
fun.
I wonder what the boundaries would be. I don't know if that's even possible. To
No boundaries. The
well, damn
human
it, we're the only
imagination.
person without a filter now. All right.
Make it like a Roger Rabbit film. Sorry. I forgot that I was.
Everyone, on behalf of Jess, I apologize. Extremely loud. What's it? Oh, there we go. I'm too high up to do the halo.
I'm pulling more questions than I thought I would, but they're fun. People gave us really funny. I love that. Just Jones in a chair for no reason. The fuck?
I'm at an IKEA, just like
yeah.
Look
Pipe
at
in
this
some
living
like
room. What do you think?
terrible music over you.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I can do that. That's too much work. Francisco was wondering if all of us and the other members of EZA were foods, what would they be, and who would you eat first?
Oh, this I like. This I like. This is a good one. First good question of the evening.
Eat shit, everyone, before this. Don hates you.
Finally a good one.
Finally some we can dig into here.
Ski goggles? Ooh. John Lennon over here.
I am...
I feel like Huber would be... like
He'd be a popsicle. He'd be a popsicle.
Yeah, or like a deep fried candy bar from Minnesota State Fair. Something just like
deep fried
way
Coke.
extra. Like, could they deep fry a? You can deep fry ice cream.
Damiani is a Boston cream donut.
Oh, I'm Yule Scum, right?
Oh, Donna's Yule Scum, sure. So we eat you last or not at all.
Oh.
You
and
eat
I
yourself.
Like
You're just sitting
500
there.
of me.
Ah, God, I hate food. I don't want to.
Is it dessert or food?
Food. Any kind of food.
Oh, so it can't be candy? It can't be like candy
It
corn?
could
or
be
something?
candy. That's food. It's edible.
Yeah, candy corn for
Oh,
sure.
candy corn. You'd be candy corn?
You'd be
John?
candy
Yeah.
corn?
Wow,
Like-
So now-
that sounds, yeah.
Like you either
Sounds
like it or
yummy.
you
How do
don't
you-
at all.
You're not candy corn. You're a candied apple.
I'm a
bitch.
candied apple? Okay.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Candied apple.
Little sticky, can't put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll get stuff on it.
6 for legs.
Yeah.
And you would be chicken because you eat so much.
I guess I would. My friends Pam and Chris make fun of me for eating like nothing but plain chicken.
It was one of the first things I learned about you before I was your friend.
Really?
I was
Ben
told
is-
that you eat a lot of chicken.
I
Ben
just
is like
hate
miso
food. It's
soup.
easy. Oh yeah, Ben would be Sujita
Oh.
ramen for sure.
Yummy.
Food is a pain in the ass. It's a waste. We were talking about
You're
this
a
before we
pain in the ass,
started.
man.
We started talking about this before we filmed.
That
It's
is
just
also
like
true. Both
Food.
of those things can be
I'm
true at the
also a
same
pain in
time.
the ass. It's just a waste of time. Food.
I mean,
I can't
you know,
stop looking at myself.
not to like everybody. It's just
I couldn't
No,
disagree. more.
other people
I haven't. Yeah.
like food.
I don't enjoy the cooking. I like can cook, but I want to always enjoy. I always want to enjoy what I'm eating.
It's taken all of my energy not to say the P word right now.
Oh, I like eating penis too.
I was thinking the other one.
Pussy?
Yeah.
Whoa. You mean the thing behind you on the bed?
Yeah. I like to.
Yeah. Cats. Catalingus. What would Jess be? You'd be like a.
Wait, you
like
can't
a-
do me. You can't do me. I'm not an easy ally.
Oh, but you're here right now.
Oh,
so
well,
you're
you
doing
dodged that one, huh?
Yeah,
I think.
Okay, great.
I think you would be like a watermelon cut in half with a bunch of honey all over it, covered in like ants, just like riddled with ants, and like it's fallen in the gravel.
Jess, you're a picnic that's gone on for far too
Gone on for
long.
far too
Oh shit! Welcome, Doggy
No.
Bear.
Yeah,
You'd be, I don't know, like
you're
I don't
a
know, what would you
basket not
be?
even a bear would steal.
Oh, guys. Okay, cool.
I love that. What an insult. I don't know. You'd be like cotton candy or something.
Sure. Yeah, I'm water soluble.
Are you? You must stink.
What if you put cotton candy like in coffee? If that would be nice, just literally the whole thing, just dipped
It
like a
can't
cup
be
of
good.
coffee.
That sounds good.
Have you ever seen the video of the raccoon who finds cotton candy and he's so excited? And then he accidentally drops it into like a puddle and it goes away and he doesn't know what to do.
Oh,
He doesn't understand why. it's
Nope,
gone.
nope, getting it right
I
now.
have not seen that, but
It's
yeah,
so-
hey, we can
Here we
call that
go.
up.
Here we go. Yep.
It's
Here we
precious.
go. We're all watching it right now. Everybody at home, watch along. And it's gone.
Raccoon gets
It's just like,
sad
wait,
when his
what? I had it. Wait, what happened? He says, oh, no.
Raccoons are 100% reincarnated bad people.
Wait, it happened so fast I didn't even see it happen. Oh my god, it just disappears.
He gets another one.
Oh, that little bastard. Oh no.
Oh, he doesn't find it. Somebody's giving it to him.
Or yeah, I don't remember the exact.
This is someone torturing a raccoon. Oh,
Yeah,
it works
they're-
out at the end of the day. He figures it out by the end. But the beginning.
Oh, is this
the
one
beginning.
where someone's like the one I saw? It looked like he had found it. It fell in water.
It's like an existential crisis for this raccoon. Though.
There are 3 attempts.
Yeah, I'm watching the 3 attempts.
And then
one.
at the end, he's like at the edge of the thing, and he like looks up at the camera, like, "I'm gonna get you later, buddy."
Yeah,
like this
he's
was
like-
not funny, okay?
He's like, I figured it out.
Got it. I did not see the full video. So great.
What about the raccoon hot dog guy? You've seen that guy, right? The guy that feeds raccoons hot dogs.
No,
That's
it's
a
not on YouTube.
horrible idea.
Look this up. It's great. It's real great.
Raccoon hot dog guy. I guess I can't use a mortise now because it would constantly get cut up or covered up by this stuff.
Oh my god!
He's covered
It's
in
so-
like 50 raccoons.
You gotta watch it. It's so funny. It's so.
This video is 21 minutes long.
He buys. He watch every minute. He buys. I forget what he's like. I bought like 16 pounds of hot dogs today. He's just like feeding them all to the raccoons.
This guy in the raccoon hat.
Yeah, I'm changing my food. I want to be a hot dog.
Okay, Don's a hot dog fed to a raccoon.
Yeah, I want a raccoon to eat me.
The raccoons are so fucking bad,
They're nice though, right? Yeah, they are.
but they're so big. Like
What
that's
do you think, Jones? You like it?
I haven't seen this one. I'm sorry. Is this what we're doing
Oh,
now?
man.
Is this part?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that anymore. We're done with
Oh
that.
man. Oh, dope.
Ryan Reyes wants to know what your sleeping ritual is. I don't know. I'm asleep.
Right side of the bed. Like if you're just looking at the bed, left side with the left ear on the pillow. Can't do right.
I sleep
like
on
I
my
can,
back
I
because I'm
guess.
a bad bitch.
Like looking up at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oof, can't do that. It's so
I mean,
funny.
I'm asleep, so I'm not looking at anything.
Well, right.
besides
but I mean,
within,
like,
you know?
while you're getting ready. If you were to open your eyes, you would be.
Yeah,
looking at
yeah,
the
yeah,
ceiling.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't have any. I just get into bed.
Well, you don't like brush your teeth or anything, you maniac?
I mean, yeah, but I don't do any. I don't have to like have some tea or like
Oh,
read a
yeah.
book or something. I just
I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I floss. I floss before I wash my face. And then I usually do that like an hour and a half before I go to sleep. And then I'll watch like a Red Letter Media or some shit, and then I'll go to sleep.
It took me so long to finally get into a good face washing teeth flossing routine, but I'm happy. I do it most nights.
I've always been big on
Works out.
dental hygiene. I like dental hygiene.
I've lucked out. There are definitely times I've gone to the dentist and I've been like, oh, I'm in so much trouble. And they're like, oh. I did deserve that report. All right.
Yeah. It feels
I don't
nice
like
when the
skip
dentist
days or
praises
anything.
you.
I wasn't a big flosser for a while.
Mm-hmm.
There
Don,
is
you
nothing
inhale.
like dental shame though. It's a real
Oh yeah,
thing.
they hit you. They hit you hard.
Oh man, you know who does more shame than the dentist is my orthodontist. When I go and like get my because I had Invisalign for a while, and he would
How
like
was that? I've been thinking about Invisalign.
Invisalign's great, but he was just very much like, yeah, it's been a while since you've been in. I'm like, I'm paying you.
yeah,
Why
you
are
work
you
for me.
you giving me grief, dude? Like, just deal with it. Like,
Weird.
did you
That's 'cause
miss me? What the hell? Like, sorry.
I have an Invisalign in right now.
Just had better things to do.
Wow, and it doesn't make you look or sound strange.
You
most-
know why?
Why?
Because I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Professional what?
A lot of people get that like puffy upper lip. You can tell they have an Invisalign in.
So because I was an actor, they made a big deal out of this. They didn't put any of the there's like anchors that they
Uh-huh.
use, like a clear anchor. Sometimes they don't. Oh, it depending on how much you need your teeth to move. They were thinking about only putting them in the back, and then by the time we did the assessment, they're like, we don't even need to use the anchors. So
Well,
I bet
hope,
that could like add to puffiness too.
I hope that if I get it, that's the case, because I don't want my face to look different. Besides,
Well, you
Do you
could
have
tell
to
them.
deal with puffy anchors? Do I ever?
Don-
I'm so grossed out that he's giving these raccoons hot dogs.
Stop watching it.
You're watching it. Keep watching. It gets better.
Don, you inhaled earlier like you were going to speak. About
Yeah,
a sleep routine?
I realized how elaborate my sleeping routines are, and they're well, now currently usually I have to cover up my whole body with a blanket and put on wind,
Ooh.
ambiance as loud as and I imagine I'm in a cargo container inside of a ship, like in cold weather. I don't know where, on the ocean with like blowing snow. This is what I have to envision every night. And I had a memory that when I was a kid, I always had to imagine before I went to bed a van, like in the A-Team or some action, just cheesy cliche TV sort of action scene, a van blowing up. You see this a lot, just a nondescript kind of van. And
Totally.
the whole back
all
blows
the time.
up. I always imagined just that vision of a van blowing up before like in a sort of 80s TV style, 90s TV style.
Like several
But
times,
now-
instead of counting
Yep.
sheep jumping, you counted vans blowing up.
I would just run the van blowing up.
Would the-
but now I
would the
just
footage-
That
am
is so Dawn.
Would the
and
footage
that
of the
That's
footage
odd.
of the exploding van, would it explode and then reverse and then explode again, or would it just explode and then snap
and then
back and explode
like
again?
you're watching it over. Yep.
Huh.
Is there any narrative attached to you being in a boat right now? Like, is it just
Not
you are
that I have
isolated?
no idea why this is comforting to me. It's the most comforting thing to imagine. Like I'm hiding laying under a tarp. I imagine the blanket's like a tarp. Like
Were you
like
a victim
wow.
of like sea pirates at some point,
Yeah,
Don?
exactly.
Like what the shit?
Don, I am going to
it's
say
odd.
this, and I mean it with the utmost respect. This is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
I didn't realize how odd it was until I started thinking about it when you asked the question.
I
said,
hate
wow,
to
this
break
is
it to you,
sort
Dawn.
of-
I've heard weirder, but I love this so much. It's so Dawn.
Well, with regards to sleeping, I will say, like, this is the most outlying way to go to sleep that I've ever heard, which is fascinating to me.
Are you a fan of Mike Birbiglia, who has to
I
who has to wear mittens and zip himself up in a sleeping apparatus that he built because he sleepwalks and one time jumped out of a window and almost like killed himself of a hotel. He jumped out of the second floor of a La Quinta hotel. They made a movie out of it. If you look up Mike Birbiglia, one of the movies he was in was like this story.
This is cool.
And he like wandered into the lobby of the hotel like in his boxers, bleeding out of his leg. Like,
Oh my god.
That does take the cake. You're right.
but
That's
he's like,
wild.
he's talking about his relationship and his new. He has a really good
Quinta.
special, especially like Dawn. If you haven't seen that, he talks about having
I
kids.
haven't.
He talks about having kids.
Wow,
and,
that's
like, it's
good.
just it's absolutely slays Amanda and I. We've seen it twice, but he talks about he's like I'm stuck with my wife. I can't try to date because what's my like opening line? Like, will you zip me into my sleep sack like when I go to bed? He's like, that's not a sell. Yeah,
Because
I'd zip him up.
you'd zip him
oh
up.
yeah, people zip them up.
He's a very, very funny guy. Mike
He's a
Birbiglia.
cutie.
As a teen, I had chronic depression, and it was largely, from like 13 to like 22, I guess. And one of the big triggers was that I would just spend all day being afraid of not being able to fall asleep.
my
So I would
God.
always have to watch like Futurama or something. I would like sneak as a teen. I would sneak out of my bedroom and go sleep on the couch in the like, we called it the pink room, but it was like the room with the TV in it. The walls were pink because it was the 90s. And
We had a pink room too.
yeah. And so forever I couldn't sleep without a show on, but then I got over that by doing something actually kind of similar to what you just reminded me of this, Don. Mine's way less specific, but I used to picture being in a sleeping quarters on a spaceship. And I would pretend that I
Oh,
was
cool.
like flying through space on a ship.
You could like hear the like
Yeah.
backgrounds like.
Because I'd always have a fan on or something, so I could
There-
pretend that was part of the
This wasn't a
machinery.
sleeping thing, but I had an elevated bed that was above a closet. It wasn't a bunk bed, but and the heating vent was across the room, high up in the wall. And whenever like I would hear the rumbling, like the heat was about to turn on, I would like I'd fantasize. I guess I don't know. I would be like, oh no, I got to get under my covers. And so I would have to be like under the covers the whole time, like the heat was blowing, like it was like toxic fumes or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Were you actually afraid of it, or was it just
No,
like-
just being a
Just
nerd.
a game.
Yeah, just like just turning as much of the waking hours into an adventure as I possibly could.
Yeah, mercifully now I've embraced the endless comfort of nothingness. So now I just kind of like lay down and like close my eyes and just like stop. But yeah. When I first moved to LA, I lived in Hollywood with a couple. I had my own room. Obviously, they had a different room. It wasn't a throuple or anything. Hollywood sucks, but there was the air conditioner in the summer was on just like, temperature, so it would turn on and turn off. And I would have the opposite problem of Jones because I liked the sound. So I would lay there in like terror of like fear of when it would turn off and like ruin the cozy sound. So I'd just be sitting there like, don't turn off before I go to sleep. Don't turn off before I go to sleep. And then it always would.
Because then it would be like dead silence.
Yeah.
It will wake you up.
And then I could hear the screams in my own mind, This is before I attained
It's funny when there's something
self-actualization.
like a lawnmower, like construction equipment or something that's so white noise you don't even hear it, and then it goes away, and you're like,
deafening silence. Yeah.
yeah. And then all of a sudden it's
you realize you were like screaming.
I guess.
Like, I just realized
Wait, is that me?
I guess this is real life, I suppose.
This one seems zesty. Brandon
Uh-oh.
Ray wants to know, what's the best philosophical viewpoint on life? What's the best one?
Stoicism.
The best one is in like the most amusing, or like
Whatever
like
you want.
we hope it's true, or like the most realistic.
just the best.
I think the best one is stoicism. You can't control anything. You shouldn't have feelings about anything until it's happening.
Well, you can have feelings.
Yeah, but you shouldn't anticipate things that aren't happening.
Right.
That sounds similar to my own life philosophy, which is like absurdist existentialism or atheistic existentialism, which basically just like the universe is chaos, life is the only meaning in life is what you create, and it lasts until your works are forgotten. And then you're gone.
Yeah, I like to think that's why I love thinking about and looking at animals so much, because it's like it's this interesting back and forth of like you look at like like a bird or something, and you're like, haha, you stupid idiot, you can't watch movies. But like at the same time, like that bird isn't freaking out about paying the rent. That bird's not freaking out about like, oh, I'm gonna die in 5 years or whatever. Like that bird's just like, whatever, it's another day, I'm fly around, get some food, eat a worm, maybe eat some seed, whatever. And it's like, I think as humans, like, boy, we wish things could be that simple. So I think like ultimately, if you're trying to find like comfort in life, it's always just like an effort to get to that level of presentness, I guess, just like a focus on what's actually happening.
When our brains evolved, we started becoming aware of our inevitable demise, and that knowledge fucked us up, and in a compensation, our creativity was created. And so it's the foundation for why a lot of people feel like God isn't real, because we created God as a coping mechanism, because we had to think that there was more purpose to this world than just dying. And so then when you think about it, people that don't even believe in God, or like, let's say, or you get comfort by like not believing in this, but you believe in that, you're still finding a way to satiate your fear of death or your need for feeling comforted in the day. We're probably all hurtling towards death and trying to deal with that.
Oh, for sure.
Dinosaurs eat man. Women
inherits the earth. Oh, for sure. I mean, I can attest to, because I was raised Christian, and it always didn't really sit quite right with me personally. I mean, like, believe what you want, whatever. I actually don't. I think the true answer to this is the best philosophy is whatever makes you happy and doesn't hurt anybody else.
Amen.
Like you can do what you want, believe what you want, as long as it's not infringing on the sovereignty of anyone else in any way.
Yeah, totally.
You're good. Unfortunately, the latter half kind of get mucked up these days, but
like, and if you learn that something you're doing offends somebody, fucking change it, asshole. Don't go, oh my God, I'm such a
Whoa. Whoa, what did I do?
I'm talking straight to you, Jones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Change, Jones.
Let's just do what we usually do. You tell Amanda about it, then she'll tell me about it like a week or two later, and then I'll stop doing it, okay?
Yeah.
I got stuck in religion because they sang a lot, and I was like, this is great. These are good tunes, you know? Like
I do love choral music.
it would be like, and now for the
love
hymns. I'd be like, what are we going to do? Page 82? Oh, this hymn
dude.
rules, you know? And then like,
I love it. I love it.
and they'd be like, if I had a hammer, I'm like, yeah, the hammer in the morning. Like,
I don't like
it.
the more modern stuff. I like the like green hymnal, like more like
Yeah.
old school, you know, 4-part harmony
yeah,
stuff.
especially around like at Christmas, we'd like go for like the midnight mass and like we did that silent night where they would like hand out candles. I'm like, this rules.
Yeah, dude. Good Friday.
My mom's like, I don't sing. I'm like, you're singing.
Good Friday is always my favorite because it ends real sad. You like leave and everyone has to leave in silence.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is fucking hardcore. It's like, this is dope. Well, but what I was gonna say is like I can relate because there was a period of time when I stopped believing in Christianity before I like solidified my own kind of philosophy that I was just like, it was a scary, weird time because I felt a little unmoored, you know, and then like, but I will say the inverse is true, and this is something I encourage everyone to just explore your own philosophy for yourself, because there's no better feeling than feeling secure in what you really believe. And like oftentimes you won't end up falling into what you were born into. Like challenge that, and if it holds true for you, then stay in it. But like I encourage you to challenge it. Don't just accept it at face value. But like when my parents died, you know, and like when bad things happen and my philosophical beliefs like weren't shaken, you know, like when they were shored up, you know, then I was like, oh, okay, I'm solid on this. Like, this is actually real in what I believe. And that is a good feeling. I mean, it came out of a sad moment, but it was a good feeling.
But extreme loss like that really is something profound and will, 9 times out of 10, if you move through it without too much mental unhealth, then you should be able to find something on the other side, usually.
Yeah. Well, and for me, it like really solidified a lot of stuff.
I also think be the changes that you want to be in the world. What if I had an aneurysm right now and just died?
You mean because you thought the world would be better without you?
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
But I just had like a weird feeling of like something bursting in my head.
Oh, that's
like
scary.
It never happened before. That could happen.
Are you all right?
I could die. Oh, I'm fine.
Take like an ibuprofen or something.
I'm fine.
Or does that encourage blood
Your
clots?
cats
Maybe
would
don't do
eat
that?
your face.
Your
It
cats
would.
would eat you.
At least someone would know.
They'd
you know?
feast upon you.
We would know. I don't know where you live. So
Amanda knows. No, Amanda doesn't
Amanda
know.
knows. No one knows.
It would be fine.
What a
It would be
terrible
fine.
scenario, though. Like, to know that someone is in trouble, but then to be like, wait, shit, I don't know where she lives. I can't do anything. Just call the police and be like, my friend is in peril. And I
Right.
have no other information.
I once got a 70-year-old high on weed. Did we talk about this story? It was on a volcano. I didn't know how to.
Oh, your old weed 70-year-old volcano story? God, 1,000 times.
This old bag? No, I've never heard this. What? You were getting high with a 70-year-old on a volcano?
There's a moth
Was Tom
version
Hanks
of
there?
the story. There's a moth version of the story. I'll tell you the truncated version. His
thought you
blood
said a
pressure was
moth.
already bad.
She
and
did. It's a podcast joke. That was a podcast joke, right?
What, me?
The
Yeah.
Moth? That was the Moth podcast. Yeah.
Oh, you did say moth. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah, there's a moth version
Yeah.
where it's a whole story. But then the shorter version is he had a blood pressure issue and he had fainted at a restaurant the week before from having too much alcohol. And he was feeling old, and so he's like, I used to smoke pot. Jessica, you smoke pot? Why don't you hang out? He's a family friend. It wasn't nefarious. We had dinner, and then I loaded the volcano, and nope, absolutely not.
Oh, not an actual volcano. You
yeah.
smoked out of a
Oh, a
Yeah, I thought you were
volcano.
in a volcano.
Oh, this. Oh.
Never mind.
That reminds me of a story about you, Joe.
I seriously picture you just the legs dangling over. You're staring at the lava like.
I thought you were sitting on a volcano smoking up an old man.
Is that the casual thing people can do?
That's something Don would do.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds fascinating.
We've all been on volcanoes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Sure you have.
I've used a volcano and been on a volcano. I've done them both.
I remember, Jones, even though I knew you smoked weed like a goddamn fountain, I remember one time I was coming over to the garage to get something, and you, like, heard me coming up, and it was like a fucking sitcom. I walk in just in time to see you throw the bag from the volcano out the
Ditch
back
the
door.
evidence.
I do. Wait, we need to rewind.
Smash the bog on the concrete.
I just imagine like a fountain just being like,
Like
Towley, like, I gotta quit this, man.
I gotta quit this. Like that fountain in Italy, that famous one whose name I don't remember.
With the leaf on its crotch, just
Yeah.
I definitely.
all the fish like around it are just like, you smoke too much. Like, shut up.
It just hands him the
Do you use
What's
a
it called?
volcano, or have you been on a volcano?
What's the mouthpiece of a volcano called? I've never tried
A
grass.
mouth.
It's like a bag. Yeah,
Oh. I've never tried grass. I've never tried
probably-
a cigarette.
it's probably what you like a saxophonist would use with like a mouthpiece or something. Like,
Oh, like a reed, kind of.
yeah, maybe. Look it up.
But just wait, you killed him? You killed this man?
It did not.
Did you finish
He
the story?
did. I didn't know how to load a volcano properly, so not only did it, like, the weed ignite, it put smoke in the volcano. So there was something wrong. But I was like, oh, we could still smoke it, like, just like hit the volcano. By the second hit, he stopped. He fell asleep and then stopped breathing. And this was the first time I'd ever been in like a health crisis like that. And then called 911. He came to a little bit while I was talking to 911. And they thought I was a 5-year-old because I was so disoriented and didn't know where we were. I was like, okay, honey, it's going to be okay. Look at a piece of mail. I was
Look at a piece of mail.
Yeah, they're like, look at mail. Find a piece of mail. Because I was like, I think they missed that he had gotten high with me. Like, they just didn't hear the first part. Where I was like, I'm high, and he's high.
I'm high. They probably thought you said I'm 5.
I'm sure that's the story.
I'm 5 and I'm super high. Don, did you want to weigh in on the best philosophy?
No, I'm still figuring it out.
Oh, okay. Love to
There we
hear
go.
that. I mean, I want to subscribe to your newsletter about this, like, locked in a shipping container in international waters.
I'm gonna try that tonight. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
Is it raining? Like, can you hear the ocean outside?
Snow. It's snow. A
He
blizzard.
said it was cold out.
Oh,
Blowing snow. Yeah, it's like I
so you're
imagine
warm
it's a
inside.
one of these,
So like because I like
does
that
it snow
idea.
on the
Anything
ocean?
about protecting yourself from the
No,
elements. Like, I love when it's raining heavily.
That's
like,
what it is,
yeah,
Jones.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the edge. You're warm, but it's like
Yeah.
the edge of
Yes.
death warm. You know, where you're like, if like this like blanket shifts like in the wrong way, I'm gonna be exposed
I
in
dig
a
it.
way
I
to
dig it. I get it.
the elements.
Yeah.
So wait,
It's odd.
Don. First of all, you should get a shipping container house because I think you'd feel right at home.
I've always wanted to go. A lifelong dream has been to ride on one of those shipping container boats that takes like 30 days to go across the Pacific or something like that. You know.
Let's do it, and we'll make a show out of it.
It's the best.
Ian and Don
way
hit the ocean.
It's the best way to like internationally travel. It's like the least expensive way, and right to like not
I'm
cruise.
sure-
But
I would
wait,
hope so,
not
yeah.
literally in a shipping container.
No, but
right?
you can be on shipping boats. You could like
Yeah.
chart like shipping boats. You can like travel on them.
That
Oh,
seems
really?
dangerous.
No, it's a thing because my friend was really interested in it before the pandemic hit.
They do it in Batman and Fast and Furious movies all the time.
All the time.
Totally normal.
I had friends when I was living in Chicago
You had friends?
once, yeah.
Wow.
And then they got to know me and left. But like one time I was living in Chicago, well, for 7 years, and deal with it.
Yeah, switching
And
to
my
the deal
friend-
with it filter was good timing.
Yeah, that was good. I was at my friend Joel's house, apartment, and his 2 friends came up who were like, they were like living the railroad lifestyle, and
Whoa.
they'd been like illegally hitchhiking, or not hitchhiking. What is it called? Like bumming rides off of like freight trains and shit. But like they had to stop because they needed to go to the hospital because it was a guy and a girl, and she had gotten like some kind of gnarly ass fungal infection on her leg. And so like, and we looked into it, and it's like this really contagious like railroad fungus that like people can get riding the like doing this thing.
Railroad fungus. That was my band in college.
Yeah, dude, that sounds like a good band.
There was a
so I was like, oh my god,
where people would fall asleep on the chair ahead of them in a bus. So you know how like there's like a style where you can like put your head against, and you could grow a fungus on your front forehead from doing it.
Those seats are probably none too clean. Even
well, especially if everyone's putting their fucking forehead on there.
Face grease is pretty gnarly.
Just threw it my mouth a little bit.
Human bodies are vile. Number one. Let's do another couple of questions, and then stop doing this. What do you think?
I mean, now that we got Don, now that he's trapped,
we might as well just watch him speedrun games.
He's immovable.
Yeah,
I've given you everything I have with that sleep ritual.
That was
worth it.
That was literally worth the questions, worth
A+ content.
Well, I'm spent.
David Warren wants to know if you had to choose one, fast or loose.
Loose.
Fast.
I think I'd go fast.
All right, I get all the looseness. All of you are going to be fighting over the fastness.
So many connotations.
And so we're still recording.
This one is... Oh, I think I actually just remembered mine. What Jesse Vitelli wants to know...
Ooh, Jesse Vitelli!
Ooh!
Oh, you guys need to meet him. He's a good one.
I look forward to it. They want to know, what was your first AOL/AIM screen name? Do you remember?
He told me his.
I remember
something
mine.
Star Wars Jones and something Star Wars related, probably.
Jeez,
I wish it was actually that, like Jones and something Star Wars related.
Yeah.
What's your
with underscores, throughout it.
Yeah, mine was Luther 207.
Who's Luther?
That was my name in German class, which was happening at the time in high school when the internet became a thing.
Wow.
When I joined that, I just used Luther. And because I was Lutheran. So I was like, Yeah.
Because the show wasn't out yet, so they couldn't have been
Oh, no.
Yeah. Do you remember yours, Jess or Don?
Mine was... Jesse had said the same thing. We were on a stream, and he said that he didn't like... Mine was Teddy Bears 2000. I didn't give a flying fuck about Teddy Bears.
Teddy Bear 2000?
Teddy Bears with a Z 2000.
That is a sex predator username.
You like teddy bears? Teddy Bears.
Hey, I'm Teddy Bears 2000 ASL.
Come in my truck.
It's not like Teddy Bears with an S wasn't available. It's
right.
Just... I remember the reason my sister was trying to come up with one with the screen name, and I was like, "Here's like 20 you could choose from." I was just trying to get creative, and I was like, "I like Teddy Bears 2000. I'll take that."
That's cool.
Don, you don't remember yours?
So fucking dumb.
I can't remember.
What's your live journal name?
I had a live journal. Oh God. I don't know if I don't remember.
One day I'm gonna do an expose on myself with all my live journal.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm so sad, but I am so sad. But life is so deep. Like my heading was, God is dead, Nietzsche, and then Nietzsche, God, Nietzsche is dead, God.
So good.
That was yours?
That was like my header.
I had all kinds of emo shit like that, like for sure on my live journal. That thing was probably a nightmare. My name in I think I've said this before, but one of my favorite usernames ever. We used to play this game called Tremulous, which was like a weird version of Natural Selection, which was a weird version of AVP where you could play as an alien or a person.
Yeah.
But Tremulous was cool because you like built bases too, and you had to like destroy the other person's like reactor or whatever to win, but it was a first-person shooter. But my name in that was Talks Loud Says Nothing, which was from Exebache from Dead Man, the Jim Jarmusch movie. Which means, he says it means he who talks loudly saying nothing.
That's right.
Talks Loud Says Nothing is great.
Talks Loud Says Nothing. And I for a game where you're like shooting a gun, I just thought it was such a fun username. I should wake that back up. I like that one.
I remember my 360 name took me like an hour and a half. I remember I went through like 40 different names just to like finally trying to get something.
What is yours now? Or can you not
For
say?
Xbox, it's Dr. Henry Jones Jr. was what I finally settled on.
That's a good
What
one.
is that?
That is Indiana Jones's
That's
name.
good.
That's his full name.
Oh. Good
So,
on you.
Capital D, capital H, capital J, capital J.
Yo, all right, I found one. Jason
DR,
Wojnar.
not Doctor.
What?
Nothing.
Great. Jason Wojnar says, "What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Ukraine?" There's a follow-up, but I'll pause here to get your answers.
Ukraine?
Yeah. Ukraine, you know, the country.
Right.
Not like some guy saying, Ukraine, at like a bird.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of that.
I'm thinking of a Netflix documentary I just watched about Ivan the Terrible, where this guy was accused of being him in like the 80s, and there's a huge trial, and yeah, that's a wild. They recorded a lot of that. A lot of that was all televised. They recorded that whole case. Yeah.
I pictured
It's a hoot.
I pictured cold old white people.
Sweet. Don?
Just the, political maneuvering by Russia and what they're attempting to do there a few years ago. That's the big story, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uncomfortably
Yeah.
close to Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Jason goes on to say, I've been away from the U.S. for almost 4 years and want to know if people's impression of the country has changed or stayed the same. And then they say, this is
No
why
quarrel.
I picked this. What?
No quarrel. No beef.
Quarrel. But this is actually, they say, P.S. It should be Doc Daughters or Daka Braka. And I picked this because Daka Braka is what I think of when I think of Ukraine, because my family loves the band Daka Braka. I've seen them live, and it was amazing. It was in my dad. He was in hospice. It was one of the last outings we got to do. He was in a wheelchair. He'd always loved Daka Braka. Daka Braka is like huge in Minnesota, in Minneapolis and St. Paul. They sell out every single one of their shows. They're an amazing like folk punk band, kind of. They're super good. And I think he heard of them from like NPR or something, or NPR. But we went and saw them live, and it was so fantastic. And somehow the table we ended up with only had 3 seats. So I split off, and I was sitting right next to the stage. And my dad was in a wheelchair at the time, so like he couldn't get up that close anyway. But oh man, Daka Braka, so good. Check them out if you want to hear some zany stuff. It's these 3 women and one guy. The women, they're all wearing like traditional garb. Like the 3 women are wearing like they have different outfits, but like they're like kind of like goth wedding dresses sort of. And like they had like these cool headdresses, and like they're playing piano and playing drums, and they're all singing. It's fucking crazy. It's spelled DAKHA BRAKHA.
None of my assumptions of that band ended up being correct.
It's great. They do like this cool rap at one point. It's they're so crazy. I love it. Warsaw Village Band, also cool. Not from the Ukraine. Believe they're from Poland, which I guess would make sense. Anyway, I just got excited because I was scrolling through it and I saw Daka Braka, and I was just like, what the hell?
I got them locked and loaded, man. I'm gonna Daka Braka after the show's over. Although that sounded like food initially when you said that. I thought it was like, oh,
Daka Braka.
you're making Daka Braka?
We're going to have some Daka Braka.
Oh, it smells good.
No, you don't like food. You can't say that.
I don't like food.
I like food. You're not listening, okay?
I am
Okay.
listening.
I explained this. even in more detail before we started this podcast. If you're like Jones, I'm going to make a thing for you and you're going to enjoy it. I will enjoy it with you. We'll have a wonderful time because that's more like a social thing. But if I'm like just by myself, it's like there's no reason for me to like, I'm going to make this tonight. I also have no idea. I don't know what it is. I just don't like want food. Like some people are like, I want tacos tonight. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from. Even restaurants, where people are like, oh, let's go to this restaurant. Like, nothing.
Well,
I'm similar. I'm on a rotation of like, this is why I eat nothing but chicken, because I have a really sensitive stomach. My skin's allergic to everything. My body, it's a real nightmare to exist in this body for so many reasons. And then so what I do is I just eat the same like 6 things, and that's it ever. So like when I go to a restaurant, I know what I'm getting before I even go there.
Yeah.
Like because I'm getting the thing I get at that restaurant.
Right.
Yeah. One last one, because I think we do have a kind of answer for this. Caesar Villa wants to know, why does Nintendo hate Easy Allies?
Because
we have an answer.
It's too big. The company's too big. You have to like get into. Well, I think there's a lot of reasons.
Wait, we're too big?
We just don't know. Like, the Nintendo's too big, and it's a Japanese company, so like you can't. It doesn't matter how much Nintendo of America likes us. Like we gotta get in with the.
They think of us as influencers, and because that one guy leaked stuff, they just like shut down everything.
And we're just not big enough, to have that kind of raw. It's like, oh look, they got 1 million subs on YouTube. Well, let's do it.
They don't need heavy advertising or.
We might get there someday. And that's the other thing too, is like Nintendo sends us free games. They don't hate us.
They don't hate
it's like Nintendo sends us free stuff. Like I think Nintendo's even cleared some copyright stuff that's happened on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like
Nintendo likes us.
They knows we exist. They work with us. We just don't get advance on stuff, and that's a bummer.
They're also referring to how they drop news right after our podcast's tape, which does seem to happen quite a lot.
That does happen, although we got it direct today and we shoot the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
We did it. We did it.
I think certain allies disparaging Yoshi can't be overlooked.
He's wearing a Yoshi shirt!
Thank you, Jones.
Yoshi.
At least some of us are fighting the good fight.
Okay, initial thoughts. This is what we'll go out on. Initial thoughts of Bowser's Fury.
Oh, it's amazing. I just started it the other day. It feels like Mario 64 already. Or something.
I do have this theory, though, that it's really hard for a Mario game to surprise me because Mario 64 was so challenging. And they just are afraid to be that challenging.
You've been unimpressed with Mario ever since the 64 era.
I've been unimpressed with the way they make us work for the achievements in levels.
But this is the Mario. They've taken a different tactic, because that was a complaint that happened a lot around Mario Odyssey in reviews. They were like, it's too easy, but it's easy to beat the game. They want it so everyone can beat it and have that feeling. The shit after you beat the game, if you're trying to get all the stars or shines or moons or whatever, that shit gets punishing. Like I can't beat those. Like some of those, it's insane. And like on I haven't beaten Bowser's Fury, so I don't know if it gets crazy at the end. But like 3D World has Champion's Road, and that shit is psychotic.
Okay, all right, okay, that's good to know.
So you just have to get to the end game stuff, and then you'll be really challenged.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Odyssey was where I first had that experience. I was like, this is fucking kids play. What am I doing? And I actually enjoyed, for like a hot minute, the online, like hide the balloon and see if, like, get a lot of points because some fucking idiot couldn't. It was actually kind of fun. Like, they couldn't find where you put the balloon. They had to get there in a certain time frame.
You idiot.
Yeah, no, fuck you. Trying to figure out how to get to that tunnel.
Idiot.
Yeah. That's a whole new level. But even why, like Luigi's Mansion, it was just go to the next one, do this. I'm gonna definitely beat this. But I guess it's not for us, it's for kids, I guess.
I think it's for everyone, and that's kind of the thing I was saying is, like, I think they do that so that people can, so that it's accessible to everyone, but then the challenge is there if you want it later on.
Right.
I think that's why they do it that way.
I just want like a really rugged Although someone said this, it was the funniest fucking thing. Mario is just a grown man in a cat suit letting cats rub up on him. And you know what? I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Mario's a freak. Love it.
Fucking burry, y'all.
You're not supposed to like
100%.
think about Mario too much. The world
Yeah, you
kind of
can't.
falls
You
apart
really
a little bit.
Yeah, he's an avatar.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. This has been the Fast and Loose Internet Talk Show.
Nailed it.
Always with the Internet Talk Show and the ampersand. For legal reasons. I don't know. Probably not a problem. But some other things I've noticed are called Fast and Loose, and I was like, oh, shit.
You can't copyright common use words.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's a phrase, so I guess that's fine. Well, then, write it however you want. Okay, bye.
Tell me what it is, don't tell me what it ain't. They try to throw salt, it just made the pressure raise.